Hi, today we are going to talk about classifying triangles. So, triangles can be classified by their side lengths, and triangles can also be classified by their angle measures. Congruent sides have the same length. So, remember, the word congruent means that they are the same. And congruent sides are indicated in a diagram with tick marks. Okay, so they'll look like this. So if I have a triangle, if I have these ticks here, that indicates that those two sides are congruent, meaning that they are the same measurement. And then congruent angles have the same measurement. So remember, congruent means that they are equal, they are the same. Congruent angles are indicated in a diagram with arcs. So the way that this might look in a diagram is they'll put 1 and 1. So they have the same amount of arcs. Okay, so let's talk about classifying triangles by angle measurements. An acute triangle is when all angles are acute. So all angles are less than 90 degrees. A triangle with one obtuse angle is called an obtuse triangle, where, again, there's one obtuse angle, and then the other two will be acute. We also have a triangle called an equal angular triangle, where all three angles are exactly the same. And then the last type of triangle we have, where there's one right angle, is called a right triangle. So these are the four. So there's one right angle and then the other two are acute. These are the four types of triangles that we have when we're classifying them by their angle measurements. Okay, so this is when we're classifying by angle measurements. We can also classify a triangle by their side length, and we have three types of these. So when there's three congruent sides, it's called an equilateral triangle. Okay, so notice that each tick, there's one tick on each of them, meaning that all three of those sides are exactly the same. They're congruent. When there's only two congruent sides, so that meaning this third side over here is different, it's called an isosceles triangle. And then lastly, when there's no congruent sides, that is called a scalene triangle. So there's no ticks over here because none of the sides are the same.